Samurai's Akuma.
Interesting. Well, here it is, grand finals. It is gonna be Ryu, Colleen for Nephew, Ryu for Samurai. It's grand finals. Let's go.
And this is a perfect time to use this character for Samurai because of the safety net he has with those 3 games.
Nice whiff punish. And there it is, the heavy kick getting the corner carry, but then the walk back, the shimmy, even on defense from Samurai.
Yeah.
Don't have to be the one, it doesn't have to be your turn to get the shimmy. You can do it even on the defense as well. Oh, but there it is, now Nephew getting the shimmy.
Oh, that trade combo would have been sick, but I feel like Nephew was a little bit too far off to get the target combo after, so he resorted in that stand medium punch. The universal's out as Samurai trying to regain his composure, but no, Nephew was crisscrossing him. All the applesauce everywhere.
I didn't think the air throw was gonna kill, so he goes for the frame advantage instead. Right choice. Nephew taking round number 1. Like I said,
oh my god. Don't blink. Don't even try.
I feel like Nephew has definitely had kind of the advantage over Samurai. Like, I want to call this a rivalry right now, but rivalry's got to go back and forth, and I feel like Nephew definitely has the advantage mentally in this match.
Picking away at Samurai with some of those normals, finds the target combo activation into trigger, a big tech from the side of Samurai, but again, Nephew can just close the gap so easily with his character and force some of these tick throws and still have a little bit of trigger left, but you're in kill territory. What's going to be the win con? You get an opening for a critical art? Or are you going to get back thrown? Are you going to get hit with a bunch of little normals?
I mean, he's not even in win con condition right now. He's got to drain Nephew down to where the super... Oh, here's a good opportunity. No, actually, it's just going to be the chip. Never mind.
Yeah, Nephew was in control the whole time, right? And Samurai was not able to leave this corner. It was so intimidating because of the amount of resources Nephew had. So his win con could have came in a ton of different ways. Samurai was just waiting for the inevitable, I feel like.
Yeah, so let's see right now. Is Samurai going to stick with Ryu, or is he actually going to switch over to Akuma? Maybe the Ryu pick isn't going to work out for him, so I'm really curious to now see what Samurai is going to decide to do. But again, Nephew definitely having his number. It is going to indeed be Ryu, staying with the Ryu.
Procedure plays out again. Ugh. Samurai up to a great start so far.
Okay, yeah, getting a lot of throws himself here. We saw that in the last match versus Jot, that Nephew got a billion throws. Got him throwing. The hail's gonna combo. And now corner. This is where Nephew is so scary.
A back throw will stun, instead goes for the shimmy. Samurai is not going to be biting, except the V reversal comes out. He does have enough bar to build himself another one, or at least enough life, I should say.
There's that +5 on whip throw again. It's so hard. Oh boy. 1 hit. There we go. And Nephew's going to complete this comeback against Samurai. Nephew firing on all cylinders right now.
He's gone for throw baits a good majority of the time against Samurai, and Samurai still reluctantly pressed that throw. He's like, I feel like it's going to come out.
And here's this corner position again. Nice, out of there with the Tatsu. Nice stuff from Samurai. Remember, we talked about how Idom was able to find his way out of the corner against Punk. Samurai's got to do the same thing against Nephew.
No whiff punish in sight there from Samurai either. We've seen Nephew flex that option of low medium kick in neutral at least 2 times in a row, but man, Nephew still always finds the mark with that back roundhouse Samurai with that EX, get off of me.
Oh, he's gonna get the cross up. And now the corner position for Samurai, but look at this. The buttons of Colleen, they just reach so far. Back throw, then tricks you into standing up. Gets the combo. Nephew up 2-0. He is trying to speed run this first set right now.
We've seen this kind of momentum earlier in the bracket. We've seen this kind of momentum from him in the Capcom Pro Tour. If Samurai does not make the adjustments now, he is in deep, deep trouble. If Nephew gets this reset, no matter what character Samurai picks, I feel like it's going to be extremely difficult and low percentage for him to actually make the comeback happen. But we'll see. Can Samurai find the clutch within him to seal this game.
Interesting decision. I would have thought that he would go to Akuma, so he kind of has an idea of which character to go with in the next set if he can't make his comeback, you know?
Very valid point, too. You know, I'm right there with you, James, but the fact of the matter is he's sticking it out with Ryu. There's something about Ryu that he sees in the matchup against Colleen.
Oh, what a check with that standing medium punch. All right, that's going to get Samurai out of the corner, but Nephew and Colleen in general just is so good at taking you all the way to the corner off of any hit with the EX Parabellum. Look at this movement from Colleen. It's so scary to fight against because she's got that little micro dash with V trigger too.
Yeah. I feel like it's like a stutter step, just the way it animates, right? Oh, he did get the counter hit, crouch jab, but opted to go for the low forward, not gonna be connecting. Oh, but that's gonna be a big hit. And thankfully, again, Samurai manages to get the throw. Thank God they gave him that buff. Low medium kick into Tatsu, no matter standing or crouching.
Yeah. It's a nice little fair thing that he has. Oh, no whip punish? Oh, okay, there we go. DP. Samurai looking strong here, so maybe we'll be able to carry this momentum into the next set, or maybe he can rattle off the 3-0, the reverse sweep like Nephew did to Chris ECH, and won't need the next set.
Oh, this is going to be huge now, Samurai. This is the first time we've really seen him take control against Nephew. Now bullying in this corner with with the fireball. EX Parabellum coming in from the side of Nephew.
Yeah, and it's one of the reasons why you see Samurai taking so many throws. He's been susceptible to the shimmies a couple of times already. So that just sets up, you know, Samurai not wanting to hit any buttons, and so he's gonna take some of those throws.
Right. And Samurai just being very patient with the fireball game from mid-range, right, and checking immediately after. There's the V-break, and this might be a return from Nephew. But no, the harassment ends. Samurai is still alive in this first part of the grand finals with a check on the movement with low forward.
Yep, again, waking up with the low to stop people trying to shimmy you. It's all part of that, you know, rock, paper, scissors mix-up in Street Fighter V. If you think they're good, I mean, shimmy is going to punish the throw teching every single time. But if you think they're going to shimmy, wake up with that button, dude. Wake up with the crouching medium kick and hit them walking backwards.
Back to the fireball game. Oh boy, he thought he could check the movement against the Nephew with that low forward, just went all the way through it. I think he checked the buffer, and exactly what happened. Nephew just happened to be within range to block still. Fireball game being very prominent in this matchup.
Backdash, and there it is. Remember I said that empty jump into the crouching medium kick, and we saw it right here, shades of what he used to do in Street Fighter 4.
Acting again, pumping away with a stand, light punch, and even crouching to make Nephew think the fireball is coming. Eventually it will, but it's just a matter of whether or not Nephew's going to be ready for it and react appropriately. No amount of math can really convince Samurai to do otherwise, right? We've seen that that video from Nephew.
Oh, that's going to be a combo. Yep, into the Tatsu. Chases down the backdash fireball, not close enough to combo. He just needs one more hit now. Samurai looking like he is dominating the neutral suddenly, and I feel like a lot of that comes from the better fireball usage. Oh!
Oh my god, nice and easy. Yeah, it was just so much tension building up, and Samurai was just going to cut it with that stand light kick, with the toenail at that. Nephew coming to Samurai's discipline and control overall, right? It's been a fantastic showing from Samurai, really changing it up, not getting himself forced into the corner as easily, putting these fireballs out there as an immediate threat and forcing Nephew to spend this bar. But I will tell you what, Nephew does a great job of getting an opening with the bump. And no, Samurai was eventually going to show that card off. Just a matter of time.
Oh, but gets the throw tech there, gotta figure a way out, uses the V reversal to try to get himself, but then walks himself back into the corner. Nice check, but then the crouching medium kick, not enough range. Here comes Nephew. He has been so strong when he gets this corner position, activation, saw the V reversal, gets the counter.
That was beautifully executed from Nephew, hook, line, and sinker. So much time after that activation to respond with anything really against Samurai, and he chose probably the best outcome. Oh, you cannot! I repeat, you are not allowed to throw a fireball while Colleen isn't V-triggered.
And look at that, Nephew now wresting the control back from Samurai. Oh, but nice dash up caught. Nephew swinging with the counter hit. Goes
Look at the huge difference. Go ahead, James. I was going to say the difference is there.
Yeah, caught with the crouching medium kick. The fireball was too far away for it to combo, however. One of the problems with Ryu, crouching medium kick into fireball is not a guaranteed combo. Nice, gets through there once again with the projectile invul. And here we go, Nephew with the pressure. We've seen this so many times, checking with those crouching medium kicks, forcing Samurai to use the V reversal, but now a back throw. Here we go.
This is absolutely huge for Samurai, but you see that trigger down below from Nephew. Samurai is so reluctant to do anything, but still gets opened up with a low, and it's all Nephew throwing that V reversal to Reed.
Okay, yeah, using the EX fireball, gets the counter hit. Samurai ties it up 2-2. So maybe he didn't need to test out the Akuma. This might be the right choice. Can he do this? Can he reverse 0-2 to a 3-2 victory, just like Nephew managed to do against Chris CCH? Will Samurai give Nephew a little taste of his own medicine and really cement this as a true rivalry?
Man, that's a very impressive feat from Samurai. Again, we mentioned it. If there's a moment for him to actually regain the momentum, it is absolutely right now, because I think I like Nephew if he were to go for the reset, to be honest with you. So Samurai impressing all of us right now. It's been very, very clutch. This is something that we haven't seen in quite some time, right? It's been a while, but Samurai is living up to the name, still making it work with Ryu. It's gone down to the wire. It's going to be really close. It's so hard to call.
Yep, like I said, the classic Ryu pick for Samurai. Ryu coming into this season with, you know, about 3 pages of buffs or something like that.
Yeah, just about.
And definitely much more formidable than before. And look at this, Samurai tying it up 2-2. Looks like sounds like Nephew is taking the opportunity maybe to think about it. I don't expect a character change. I don't expect a trigger or a skill change. I think this is just Nephew taking the time, maybe getting some text from Punk or something, or from friends, trying to get some tips here. Could be happening.
So some of the, wait a minute.
Wait a second. What?
Full-on switch to Rose against Samurai's Ryu. Granted, if Nephew wins this part of the set, he gets the reset back into Colleen, because it is a brand new set, technically. But right now,
this is a Ryu champ if I've ever seen one. Busting out the brand new DLC character, the latest DLC character. Nephew trying to pull a fast one on Samurai here.
We'll see if if Samurai falls for it.
Oh, he's gonna get the jump in and the combo. Oh, not a counter hit though, so that wasn't gonna be a true link.
Underneath the fireball, EX uppercut reversal from Samurai, despite the slide actually hitting, stealing the turn away from Nephew, I feel like, from that range.
Looks like
that's unfortunate.
Nephew going with V skill and V trigger one, so he's got the card projectile and the power-ups. But here comes Samurai. The throw is gonna be enough. Samurai is at tournament point.
And we've seen the kind of threats that Rose can present while it V-trigger, but we haven't seen that opportunity present itself just yet. Nephew has not been able to set up because Samurai has kept it within range for a whiff punish, or to even get a mistake called out by Nephew with the fireball, right?
Yeah, and we didn't even get any V-trigger activations the last round. Nephew just never had the opportunity to activate. Look at this, and he's just giving Samurai a bunch of free V-meter. I mean, not anymore because he's maxed out. But all those parries build up V-meter.
Oh, you cannot get past Nephew's anti-air capabilities.
Oh, that's gonna be a clean jump.
Hold on, here comes the dash up 2 times over. Oh, it's thrown now. It's all Samurai in control, but there's the activation off from Nephew. Do not get teleported on.
The empty jump. Okay, goes for another throw.
Oh, the EX! EX spiral.
A nice block from Samurai. Okay, one more.
The back row is there for Nephew. Can he clutch it on a reset? The big tech from Nephew.
That was like the last wind frame on the window of teching.
Oh, it's down to the fireball war, and Samurai is complacent with playing this. The V skill is there, but not just enough for the trigger.
For the top two. Oh, EX fireball.
Oh my God, don't land on it. 10 seconds left on the clock. Can't afford to
Slide under.
You reset after the slide, the clutch going underneath the fireball, and Samurai. I was gonna say I thought it was the reset. He just ties up the
Not quite.
Oh my
Not
God, I
quite.
thought that was the reset.
Almost. Nephew now at reset point. Samurai at tournament point. Are we getting another set? Or is this it? Is Samurai going to take it?
Man. Nephew with the call out there with the low, with the slide in, actually just getting the throw with Samurai chucking the fireball as if he were chucking booms instead. That's wild.
Yeah, Nephew pushing too hard to try to get in on these fireballs, running into so much. Nicely done right there to punish the parry attempts. V shift out of there. And look at this, Samurai building the space. Good block on the teleport. No more V trigger for Nephew, and he's down so much health. Samurai is right there. He can feel it.
The reversal to maintain this pressure. Nephew still firing with big interruption, trying to fight out of the corner. The spiral just to create a little bit of extra space. Another fireball's coming in from Nephew to kind of push Samurai away. The spiral going through the projectile. Nice punish here, but Nephew has a lot of life to climb up from.
And now this time it's Samurai's turn to eat fireball after fireball. Rose definitely winning this projectile war, catching up in life. And a little bit of the damage buff now from Rose. EX fireball to try to get that's gonna. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for the anti-air. Got it this time.
Enough to kill though. 8 seconds. Here comes Nephew. Oh my God, he just did it! He just went for the EXO spiral. He had a little bit of trigger left to make him save anyway. But I swear to you, if Samurai had gone for the parry, it would have been lights out. It actually would have been lights out. That was so scary to even be a part of. Nephew resets the bracket with Rose. I repeat, you heard correctly. Nephew resets the bracket with Rose.
Nephew has definitely rose to the occasion and reset the bracket. They are both in the loser's side now. It is a reset, but Nephew actually has the option to change characters again at this point in time. So let's see if he sticks with the Rose versus this Ryu, or even if Samurai switches to Akuma maybe to fight the Rose. But again, this is an interesting situation because this is a bracket reset. Nephew is not obligated to stick with the character that he won with. It is a brand new set. They can play whoever they want. So let's see what characters these players end up with.
And again, we kind of talked about this a little bit on the CPT yesterday, whereas somebody was coming in from the loser's side. Statistically, we haven't seen anybody really take down a tournament coming in from loser's side, but it's a different story, right? It is top 4. So considering what happened prior, I feel like, Nephew would have, on any given day, could have been in that winner's spot. But as it stands right now, Nephew was coming in from the loser's side, as a matter of fact, against Chris CCH. Again, we're just setting it all up. Nephew making his way back in from the loser side to face off against Samurai after that impressive reset with Rose.
Yeah, and the downfall for Samurai is he really tried to play the projectile wars with Nephew for that one chunk of time, and he ate like 4 hits of fireballs, and even though 4 or 5 maybe, and even though each one of those individuals hits weren't a ton of damage, they all added up, and that put Nephew into the position where he was able to still take that game. Had he, I mean, the thing about it was Samurai was winning some of those projectile wars a little bit earlier, but if Rose gets into that established rhythm with the ability to use the card and the fireball and the EX fireballs, it can be a little bit tough for Ryu. And I mean, it's tough to say that Ryu losing a projectile war, but it's Rose, so.
Yeah, soul sparks everywhere, changing up the timing, right? Also having access to the mine and the trigger as well. It really kept Samurai on his toes once all of those elements slowly started to come into play. But I don't think we're going to see that for the rest of this set, or at least maybe not until the end. We see the switch up back into Colleen in this brand new 3 out of 5 from the reset between Nephew and Samurai.
It's a really interesting choice here from Nephew. Like, he played the Rose to get himself back in here, maybe just to throw a monkey wrench, you know, a different look to Samurai, and it worked out, and now he's gone back to the Colleen. It's kind of an interesting psychological decision, but he can't be mad at it, you know?
Oh, 100%. Oh, now it's just unfortunate. Samurai might have thought he got him to confirm. Or maybe with the buffer and like thinking Nephew was a little bit farther out than anticipated. But here comes Nephew now.
Samurai trapped in the corner. Oh, makes it over there with the leaping vanity step, the throw. Nephew basically taking all this momentum, I think, away from Samurai with that deflating, you know, Rose win.
So a little bit of a mirror image, right? When it comes to how he played in the first set between him and Samurai, right? Pushed Samurai to the corner a lot earlier than usual. Samurai actually was so reluctant to play the fireball game early, but I don't know if that's going to be the case right now. Like, Nephew is not even giving him a chance to do so.
He misses the throw. Samurai needing to make a comeback. He's got the trigger and he's got the meter.
Oh. More fireballs coming from the side of Samurai, really picking and choosing his spots to do so. You see the trigger.
Nice!
Oh boy.
Now, was he V-Trigger 1 last time and he's gone with 2 this time?
I don't believe so.
I think he was just using nothing but V reversals last time, so we never saw the trigger. The meaty attack right there from Nephew. Samurai waking up, trying to do something. Nephew takes the official lead and goes up 1-0 over Samurai.
Again, you guys are tuning in to Nephew versus Samurai, who is... Actually, Nephew has made the full-on reset here, and it's looking pretty convincing the way that Nephew has maintained all of this momentum, bringing it right back, going for the jump immediately, and Samurai is just unfazed at this point in time, still maintaining the discipline to catch out all of the missteps and overextensions against Nephew.
Got hit out of the air by the hail, but no conversion from Nephew. Nephew has been on the brink of elimination by Chris CCH, was again on the brink of elimination by Samurai, has been making it through here. This is why a lot of people have been considering Nephew as one of the strongest, or if not the strongest player of NA West these days.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Again, we're going to see if that comes to fruition. Samurai is still one of those guys that manages to clutch it out. The mental stack is not a big effect. Does not take any sort of effect against someone like Samurai. We'll see how it plays out with Samurai. The fireball game coming out from Samurai yet again.
Ooh, the classic whip a button and then throw it out again and have them walk into it.
Activation, checking the movement as well. Nephew now slowly cornering Samurai just within range of that standing heavy punch. And you see Samurai deliberating, right? He's trying to figure out when he can press the button, but at the wrong timing, he gets crush countered just like that. The V reversal creates some space for yourself, but it doesn't matter with Trigger. He's gonna just zoom back on in there and harass you with all of these normals.
Ooh. Here we go, good damage right there. Goes for the fireball juggle just to get more space as possible and some potential mix-ups. Okay, good block on the low, and yeah, that's where Samurai almost all of his V trigger. This is your ultimate. Are you kidding me? Just a heavy kick into critical art? Was the reaction based off of the noise? He hears the coins and just goes straight into the critical art? That was insane!
The back roundhouse, man, it comes out for quite some time, man. Nephew had all the time in the world to get that confirmed. I will admit that. Samurai is a little on edge, I feel like, just getting gripped by that. Again, the back roundhouse, but in all fairness towards Nephew, he does a really great job of planning that in the right places. That back roundhouse has caught so many people more often than not.
Now, Nephew far down behind, but we've seen so many comeback rounds from him against Samurai. Nephew knows he can still take this if he can just get a good sequence going. And Samurai has kind of had a little bit of trouble closing out some of these rounds. Here we go. Back into the sweep, into Parabellum for the mix-up. You're in the corner again.
Oh boy, oh boy, when do you even press a button, James? When are you allowed to press a button? You're not! That's the answer, it was a trick question! You get to repeat another grade of Street Fighter Elementary.
Did I not say there was no reason for Nephew to be concerned in that situation? Just had to find the opening. He got it one time, and then the pressure came through, and Samurai looks absolutely lost on that defensive end. Nephew reading the moments when Samurai wants to counter poke, getting the crush, reading the moments when Samurai is scared to press a button, getting the throws. Nephew is up 2-0 over Samurai now.
And what do you think Samurai needs to do, right? Because Nephew has been planning all of these normals just in the appropriate space, whether he's in V-trigger or not, right? He adjusts to what current state of Colleen he's at. So, again, it's so hard to tell. What is Samurai supposed to do when he gets locked down in this corner?
I mean, I feel like maybe he's playing a little almost too logically. Like, I feel like you kind of maybe have to swing. I don't know. The way Nephew is playing, I'm not sure what he can do at this point.
Yeah, it seems to be a lost cause in terms of answering that question. The back throw is going to be more than enough, and Samurai knew that was one of the win conditions. So, the reversal out. Can you react in time? You sure can. Oh, there it is. You talked about it earlier. You got to be a little bit of a nut.
Now, Nephew just one hit away. Samurai needs to do so much work. Nice tech. That is a classic from Nephew, but the shimmy works. And there we go. Nephew is at tournament point.
We talked about it earlier, right? We kind of set the stage for you. If Samurai gets locked into this corner yet again, Nephew will most certainly get away with it, but we'll see how it even gets there in the first place. Samurai doing his best. Man, that was a big trade, and good check on the forward movement. Back throw to check the EX parry. Nephew going into the raw activation from Trigger. Here comes the ice skull afterwards. Samurai very smart to defend against it very well. Nice back throw as well, resetting the situation.
Gotta also watch out. He's throwing those fireballs, but she can make it right through. Actually, she's out. She used the rest of that meter. So no more V-trigger now for Nephew. But again, Nephew has no reason to feel concerned being down this much in life. He has absolutely the ability to make this comeback. Oh, I like the challenge with the EX fireball. Not enough to kill just yet.
This is looking definitely in Samurai's favor, except for when this happens. Don't tell me I cursed it, James. Don't you tell me I cursed it.
Oh, watching back. No punish on the throw whiff. +5 on whiff.
Oh my God! If Nephew gets one more sequence with bar, it's actually over. Trying to get the throw bait. Low forward check from Samurai. And the win!